Okay.
Can you use spiritual means to heal a physical sickness?
Okay. First of all, everything has a special way of dealing with it. And every problem has a special way of resolving it or healing it. You cannot use scientific way to heal spiritual, and you cannot use spiritual to heal what scientific can do.
Okay.
You understand me? Adia ye din so ye no, untimi mfa nsan ye. Adia ye din sa ye no, so untimi mfa so mfa ye.
Right.
Let them know
so that. What you do with water, you cannot replace it using alcohol. And what you need alcohol to do, you can't say I'm going to use water in place of alcohol.
Yes, so there are a lot of cases and sickness. Somebody is going to tell you, I have rashes on my body.
Yes.
I say, rashes, contact the hospital or cosmetologist. I don't do that. You understand me? There are some cases that comes to us. We, the truthful one, we will tell you the truth. This is not our fault. Go to the scientific field. It's going to be resolved there. That is not my profession. You understand me? And as I always say, me, strictly spiritual. Let us come back to the spiritual ways of healing.
Yeah.
Everything that happens has a cause. There can never be a smoke without a fire.
Yeah.
When something is happening in your life and it keeps persistent, means there's something going on. You understand me? And let me tell you one thing, my brother. When you go to a spiritualist and then like instantly they tell you, maybe you tell them your problem. This is your problem, maybe in your marital issue or in your work, and they tell you instantly, bring 30 million, let me solve your problem. Without diagnosing to know exactly what is behind it, there's a question mark there. I cannot say the person is a liar, but there's a big question mark there. How can you heal a sickness you don't know about? For instance, you are a doctor, and somebody brings headache to you. The headache can be caused by ulcer, pressure, typhoid, malaria,
several things.
So as a professional doctor or professional, you need to diagnose, to do labs, to make sure this is the exact sickness that is bringing the headache. Because if you don't do that, these kind of sicknesses have like almost the same symptoms. And if you don't take care, maybe you can be having symptoms that may look like malaria, but it is not malaria. And maybe it is typhoid, and the doctor is going to give you malaria medication. Meanwhile, it is typhoid. What happens? It's going to even worsen the case. And that's why a lot of people have gone to places seeking for spiritual assistance, but the thing gets worse and worse and worse. You understand me? Because most people are not expecting this. They deal with just minor issues, and they know little things. And they try to build castles in the air. They try to go where they are not where the level hasn't gotten to. You understand? You just go to them, and then instantly they start giving you medication without doing a proper diagnosis to check exactly what is the problem. Like for instance, when someone things are not going well for them, maybe they come to you and they tell you at first when they started, they were getting money, they were succeeding in life, everything was fine for them. And then maybe later they come to you and tell you, this is the problem, that's the problem. You need to do a check-in and dig down to the root of the thing itself to know
what the problem is.
Yes, a lot of people are blaming certain things and some people that are not even the cause of the problem you are going through.
Which is more difficult, spiritual healing or physical healing?
I mean spiritual healing. Field. So I cannot talk for physical.
For the physical.
Yes.
Yeah. But how difficult is spiritual healing?
Spiritual healing is very, very tight. I am a certified expert. But those people who are low, those spiritualists who are low, they can like try to solve someone's issue. And that evil eye will go and attack them and warn them that, hey, this person that you are trying to stop us from doing evil to him, stop it.
And you have to stop.
Yes, and some even take bribe. They bribe them.
They bribe the spiritualist.
Not to help you. Yes.
Not to heal you.
Yes. And let me tell you one secret about evil eye. When you try to take a step to get somebody who is going to help you, they can make you impatient to create problem between you and your helper, your spiritual helper, just to make sure you don't get the help.
So you start behaving in some way.
Yes.
And then the help will cut.
Yes.
And it is not your fault.
No. And I'm telling you, there are some people around. When you're going to take a step to get a spiritual healing, they tell you, oh, men, call.
Don't go.
Oh, it is this, it is that, don't go. Well,
you are dead.
When you are sitting down and grasses begin to come small, till you sit, what happens? Before you see, it has turned to forest around you.
Yeah.
So when you begin to see things that are like persistent going on, the way when you hear, you see, like you feel headache, stomachache, or certain things, that you go to the hospital to check and know exactly what's the problem, to resolve it earlier. That is the same way spiritually. When things begin to go bad spiritually, when the spirit within is sick, things are going to go bad.
Things are going to go bad.
Money comes, it doesn't stay. You do this, it doesn't work. But the same thing, somebody had done it and they are
and it's working.
Let me give you some scenario.
Right.
There are a lot of people that have sold pure water, tomatoes, pepper, and they build house. But somebody is working in their bank. They don't have even one plot. Somebody have been in abroad for so many years, 20, 30, call it. And somebody came within 2-3 years.
And
they are
billionaires. Bigger and better.
Yes. You understand me? You started before somebody, but today, there's somebody within 2-3 years. He's up.
Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold, Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro, you see me? Big shouts to Eddie, big shouts to Sat, legend. Chief Idris Kere is our guest. You already know him, one of the most lovable people on Vibes in 5. You guys like his vibe, you like his teachings, and he's here to continue with his teachings. What is he going to be talking about? Spiritual healings. We have layers of spiritual healings. Maybe you know spiritual healing generally. There is something about spiritual healing that you don't know yet, which you're going to know now on Vibes in 5. So please stick around and take note. Due to the weight of the information we put out here, some of you understand it right from the beginning. Others take a lot of time to understand. So we always advise that make sure you understand everything and you clear all doubts in your mind before you engage. So that at the end of the day, you are fully responsible for how you use information from our interviews. So please take note of that. Vibes in 5, the crew, the host, the company will not be held responsible for the outcome of that decision you take based on info from here. Chief, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, my brother. How's everything?
Everything is fine.
Alhamdulillah, barakallah. We are going to say Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata allazina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض وما في السماء والسميع العليم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amen.
Nah, inshallah.
Let me say congratulations, but I won't go deep. Let me just say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I will leave it there.
Inshallah.
Chief Idris Kere is his name. Now, spiritual healing.
Okay.
Before you get healed spiritually,
Okay.
must the sickness be one that you had spiritually?
Okay.
Such that, can you heal someone spiritually from a physical sickness? A sickness they got through maybe knife cuts or gunshot, or maybe he fell from the bike or had a car accident and the person is bedridden. Can such a person be healed spiritually?
Okay, thank you very much. And I say Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullah to cherished viewers of Vibes in 5, my loved ones. People love me massively, and thank you very much for that. I love you much, much more than you love me. But when the good comment is coming, that stupid, sorry for my language, people that who worship something else than God, that we talk about God and tell people not to go to places where they're going to tell them, I have to sleep with you, where they're going to tell them you have to cut your manhood, where they're going to tell them worship this thing or bow this thing or slaughter blood on this thing. They come, and then when someone give good comments, and then they like the angry emoji, they type it there. But when the sun is out, your hands cannot cover it. We will keep spreading the gospel, if you like it or not. If you don't like it, go and bend the sea.
When the sun is out, the hand cannot cover
it. The brightness of the sun.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
No matter how big your hand is, it can't cover
lies, lies is darkness.
Lies
and
is darkness. Truth is light.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much. You have started correctly on a very good energy. So let's come back.
Okay.
Can you use spiritual means to heal a physical sickness?
Okay. First of all, everything has a special way of dealing with it. And every problem has a special way of resolving it or healing it. You cannot use scientific way to heal spiritual, and you cannot use spiritual to heal what scientific can do.
Okay.
You understand me? Adia ye din so ye no, untimi mfa nsan ye. Adia ye din sa ye no, so untimi mfa so mfa ye.
Right.
Let them know the meaning of that.
What you do with water, you cannot replace it using alcohol. And what you need alcohol to do, you can't say I'm going to use water in place of alcohol.
Yes, so there are a lot of cases and sickness. Somebody is going to tell you, I have rashes on my body. I say, rashes, contact the hospital or cosmetologist. I don't do that. You understand me? There are some cases that comes to us. We, the truthful one, we will tell you the truth. This is not our fault. Go to the scientific field. It's going to be resolved there. That is not my profession. You understand me? And as I always say, me, strictly spiritual. Let us come back to the spiritual ways of healing.
Yeah.
Everything that happens has a cause. There can never be a smoke without a fire.
Yeah.
When something is happening in your life and it keeps persistent, means there's something going on. You understand me? And let me tell you one thing, my brother. When you go to a spiritualist and then like instantly they tell you, maybe you tell them your problem. This is your problem, maybe in your marital issue or in your work, and they tell you instantly, bring 30 million, let me solve your problem. Without diagnosing to know exactly what is behind it, there's a question mark there. I cannot say the person is a liar, but there's a big question mark there. How can you heal a sickness you don't know about? For instance, you are a doctor, and somebody brings headache to you. The headache can be caused by ulcer, pressure, typhoid, malaria, several things. So as a professional doctor or professional, you need to diagnose, to do labs, to make sure this is the exact sickness that is bringing the headache. Because if you don't do that, these kind of sicknesses have like almost the same symptoms. And if you don't take care, maybe you can be having symptoms that may look like malaria, but it is not malaria. And maybe it is typhoid, and the doctor is going to give you malaria medication. Meanwhile, it is typhoid. What happens? It's going to even worsen the case. And that's why a lot of people have gone to places seeking for spiritual assistance, but the thing gets worse and worse and worse. You understand me? Because most people are not expecting this. They deal with just minor issues, and they know little things. And they try to build castles in the air. They try to go where they are not where the level hasn't gotten to. You understand? You just go to them, and then instantly they start giving you medication without doing a proper diagnosis to check exactly what is the problem. Like for instance, when someone things are not going well for them, maybe they come to you and they tell you at first when they started, they were getting money, they were succeeding in life, everything was fine for them. And then maybe later they come to you and tell you, this is the problem, that's the problem. You need to do a check-in and dig down to the root of the thing itself to know
what the problem is.
Yes, a lot of people are blaming certain things and some people that are not even the cause of the problem you are going through. And one awareness that I want to set is, my brothers and my sisters, they are evil eye. Problem
yes, people have brought a lot of problems into our family.
Due to this,
yeah.
Evil eye can imitate your image, Mr. Arnold, and come to me in my dream and attack me. That doesn't mean it is Arnold. So if you don't get a good spiritualist, and then maybe the evil eye took the image of your mother, came attack you in the dream, because of the stomach, they will tell you it is your mother. Meanwhile, your mother didn't do anything. A woman has suffered for so many years, took care of their kids. There's a lot of people who sold tomatoes on the table in the sun, suffered all their lives. Yes, water, tomatoes, pepper, just this common pepper.
Plantain
1
chips,
cedi, 2 cedi, 30 pesos. Yes, and they took care of their children. Allahu Ghafur Rahim. He made them somebody. And today they are supposed to take care of their mother. Some pastor somewhere told them their mother is a witch. How can your mother be a witch? Why didn't she kill you before your time? You understand me? Why didn't she kill you before your time? There are a lot of people that are cause problem in the family because of their stomach. Meanwhile, it is misinformation. It's like false information.
False information.
You understand?
Because the devil imitated the person's image and appeared to you in the dream.
People should be very careful about that. When somebody tell you it is your mother, it is your father, be careful.
Be careful.
Be very careful.
But are there times that it is actually your mother and actually your father?
Your stepmother can do you. Your stepfather can do you. Your stepmother can do you. But your mother cannot do you.
Your mother cannot do you. Your mother cannot do you. Your stepmother can do you. So if there's any doing that can come from mother, it's likely to be your stepmother.
Yes. Or your stepfather.
Or your stepfather.
Yes.
But your mother, your father cannot.
What can affect you from your father or your mother's side is disobeying them. When you disobey your mother or you disobey your father, that one can be your curse.
Yeah.
And then things are not going to go well with you. Until you settle with them. There are a lot of cases that people came to me and they explain things are not going and they are complaining. And when I checked, I saw they have issues with their mother. Some of them have issue with their father. I told you, there is no medication that I can do for you. All the spiritual healing and the medication is get some elderly people, go and beg your mother and your father. That's it. Yes, when they relieve, wallahi, that's it. Let me tell you one secret. If the whole world come together, pray against you for evil thing to happen to you, and your mother utter a word, may Allah give you barakah, may God bless my child, I swear to God, that one prayer is bigger than the whole world's prayer
together.
I'm telling
against you.
So mother is not something that we joke with.
But why are mothers so powerful and so endowed with, goodness than fathers?
Mothers are precious. Mothers are different. Your mother carrying you in the womb for 9 months, it's not easy. Fathers are trying, but let's be truthful here. If a woman gives birth to even a one child for you, she has passed through life and death. It is not an easy task. And it is the way of God. God has already arranged.
That's how God designed it.
So we as believers, if it comes to what God says, there is no if, there is no but. The word of God is the word of God. There is no if, there is no but. When it comes from God, that's it. You understand me? It is special. Let me go back to what I was saying.
Yes.
When someone says, I was having money, things were going well for me, and then suddenly everything begins to go bad.
Yeah.
Through me, I have helped a lot of people. They got rich through me. But today, I don't have anything. The same opportunity that they have, I have had many times of that, but I'm not rich. I'm not where people are. You started with some people. They were like, you were bigger than them. But today, if you see their level, they pass you and like still things.
Yeah.
At first, maybe you were doing it and it was working, but now you are doing the same thing. It's not working. We can check it. A lot of cases has happened in such a way. When I did the readings and then checked, and I saw the woman he married, her element and his is not the same. He was having the element of fire, and his woman was water. So what happens? Sometimes we love certain things or we like certain things, but the element and the spirit within us doesn't go with it. You understand me? So sometimes or more times, following our heart too much destroys us.
Sometimes following our heart too much destroys us.
You may like the thing, but your spirit within or the element that carries you doesn't like or go well with the thing. So the problem he was having was not evil eye or witchcraft or any genie.
It's just about elements mismatch.
Yes.
Mismatch of elements.
When some blood group that doesn't match marry, when they give birth, what happens?
Sickle, sometimes we are sickle cells.
We are living in the physical and the spiritual world. And you need to be strong in both. You need to check this side and check the other side. It's very important. And whether we like it or not, the world is even 99.9% of spiritual movement. So, because whatever happens physically, it manifests through the spiritual before
it comes physically. So can one have both spiritual healing and physical healing happening at the same time, where I am taking medicine from drugstores, from the hospital prescription, and also being prayed for or being catered to by a spiritualist, all happening at the same time?
Dr. Ejuma, the work of the doctor is for the doctor. The work for the spiritualist is for the spiritualist.
It's for the spiritualist.
Yes.
So if I am going the doctor way, should I stick to the doctor way?
You stick to the doctor.
And if I'm going the spiritual way,
many doctors even have eyes. When they are healing you, you go to the hospital and they try. They can tell you that this sickness, it's not our
They
level.
will tell you to go and look for a spiritualist.
Yes, they themselves, they will tell you that this sickness is not physical. Go and seek for.
So can one be taking medicine whilst seeking spiritual healings, or when you are seeking spiritual healing,
let me give you some information.
Yes.
Evil eye have damaged some people or many people through many channels.
Okay.
There are a lot of people in the prison, in the prison. They didn't commit any crime. They have greatness and success ahead of them. Because of that, the evil eye saw it. So it has to frame them with the case and issue they know nothing about. And today, innocent people are in the prison, innocent because they have great destiny. If you don't go through the spiritual channel to break that curse or that apamno, for the person to come out of the prison, you can go physically, spend any money, the person will not come out. You understand me? That one is physical. You see it's physical, but spiritually, they work on him spiritually for him to be in the prison. So physically, you cannot
fix it physically.
Whatever money you spend there, he will not come out.
He will not come out.
Do you know someone parked his car in his house? The car engine is not even working. But there was an accident in some village and some car knocked somebody dead. And it was his car number that appeared.
His car number, which is
appeared.
The car which is parked at home, appeared. Car's number that appeared.
Yes, so the
on
police
the car that
traced and they came and arrested him innocently.
When the car hasn't moved.
My brother, and wallahi, things are happening.
But there are scientific and physical ways to prove that the car hasn't moved.
Masa, somebody can do evil. Someone just went to the prison or the police station to see someone or to give some food. And then some suspect will say, this person he was part of it. And the person will be arrested. Yes,
innocently.
I can tell you, 60-50% of a lot of people in the prison have committed no offense. Crime. But evil eye just framed them. When you take
no matter what you do.
Yes, I'm telling you, there are a lot of people. They are in abroad and other places. Wallahi, my brother. Wallahi. Like
they've given them case.
Some issue that is not any issue has been given to them just to spoil their record.
Just to spoil their records over there.
Over there.
In the books.
In abroad, yes. In the books or in whatever, just to spoil their record. As some the case they know nothing about, it has been framed, and sometimes the thing even pushes them to go and commit. And at the moment they commit, that shaitan that pushes them into it goes out, and it leaves them with regret. And if you even ask them how did it come, they cannot tell you. And a lot of people are having sickness that is very hard to cure. They sold everything.
Everything they have.
Yes, they sold everything to heal themselves out. There are a lot of people who are having money, who are having cars, who were doing big businesses. But they are their money panel.
So now they are sick.
Sambo. Yes,
now they are sick.
We call it
Sambo.
Sambo today it is your neck. Tomorrow it is your kotojwe.
The next time it's your waist. It's your hand. It's your neck.
That. Yes, you are sick. Like you are going as a when you get healed, you get okay like 3 days, 4 days, and then it comes seriously. Sometimes it even comes in such a way you think you are going to die. You've been spending money in the hospital, yet you are not responding to treatment. Do you think it is like that? Most of them, the whole years the people spend in the hospital trying to heal it in the scientific or the orthodox way, if they came to the spiritual, maybe within a week it have been healed. You understand me? There are some children, when they see you, I always say this, if you protect yourself, protect your children. Because once somebody cannot attack you, they attack things that are dear and close to you. There are a lot of kids that have big visions. His Excellency, President Akufo-Addo, he was a child.
Yeah.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he was a child. We all grew as a child, children, and then we became who we are. So at that time, if you have only physical eyes, how can you tell he's going to be a president? But the evil is going to see it.
The evil person will see it.
Will see that this one will be a president. People, that bad eye people,
they will see it.
Somebody can see your child and tell you this child will be great in future. They will see it.
They know.
Yes. So if you are not protected, because we black people, we demonize everything. Right now, let me tell you something. If the white person comes and say this is going to happen, We say, oh, it is white people. There is no evil about that.
Yeah.
But when a black person comes and say, hey, this will happen, that will happen, your child, this and that, they say, hey, why do we always look it in a negative way when it comes to ourselves?
Yeah.
We demonize our things. We demonize our own things that are going to make us good. Things that God did not demonize. We are demonizing it. There were some people that were saying Rubutu, you write Rubutu is haram. But let me tell you, alcohol, is it good?
No.
According
well,
to the Quran
the people who drink it, they will say it's good.
No, not the people. We are talking about
the Quran and the Bible. It all says is no. The Bible at a point say you can take some, you can take wine.
But if you are a drunkard, like
no, it's not good.
It's not good.
Yes.
Is it good or bad?
It's not good.
Tramon, is it good or bad?
It's not good based on how
they arrest. If it is good, why are they arresting people for Tramon? But do you know somebody's problem, Tramon can solve it. Somebody health issue,
yes, Tramon can solve it. Somebody to we can solve it.
Okay, cough syrup, cough, and catarrh. When you take their medication and then you
become drowsy. Yeah.
What is it? We are all taking alcohol. We are all taking weed. Cocaine is it cocaine good?
No.
Okay, do you know cocaine is used for painkiller, operations and certain things?
They are all inside.
It is for healing. In Islam, if you are going to use alcohol just for healing purposely, not for just fun, healing purposely, it is not haram.
Okay.
Do you know that? Okay. It is not haram. Things that are going to heal you out of certain things, without you adding anything to your maker, it is not haram. It is a way of healing. Right now, Mr. Arnold, you came to me. You have a marriage issue, everyday problem.
Yeah.
And you came to me. You are two people, you and Eddie. You came to me. I looked into things and I found out, no, somebody took your wife. Maybe her ex took her to a juju person to take her mind out of you. And you didn't know. You'll be blaming her. But when I saw it, I said, Mr. Arnold, it is not her fault.
It is not her fault.
Yes.
Somebody took her somewhere.
Or maybe your husband. Somebody took him
somewhere.
And he'll be bringing confusion and you are fighting. And I saw it and I said, okay, the thing for you never lost. Go and do this sadaka. Go and do that sadaka. And you went and did it. And then like this coconut sadaka, we take it to the beach. You will come to that lesson.
Yes, practical.
Yes, we will do that one the next episode. And then the thing that they did to your husband or your wife, it breaks.
Yeah.
And we block that. Anybody that tries to do something to separate or bring problem in your marriage, we block it. You block it. You have happy marriage. Have I sinned or have I done good?
You've done good.
No,
you've done good.
And Eddie didn't come because he thought it's sin. And one day he was fighting with his wife and he or the wife killed.
One of them will go to jail.
So me solving it or leaving it to be like Eddie's own, which one is
solving
good?
It is better.
Yes. So solving problem without adding anything or doing things that are fetish, wallahi, it is not haram. I'm telling you. A lot of people are in like single in their home. People are suffering just because they hear say we have money.
Yeah.
We have money.
You heard that this is a sin.
So that's it. They will suffer till they die. Meanwhile, that is not how it is. If you don't want anything spiritual, television they use spiritual to do. Technology is the word spiritual. Do you know what the white people do?
They do things.
Oh my brother. Meba.
Yeah.
If you don't want like India, why not? Who worship the idols more than the Indians? You know they worship idols in India. But whose medication do we take most in Africa? When you are sick here, you say I'm going to India. India no Jesus kurum.
So India is not Jesus' hometown.
Yes. So way of healing. Just make sure you don't add any other thing to your maker.
Which is more difficult, spiritual healing or physical healing?
I mean spiritual
healing.
Field. So I cannot talk for physical.
For the physical.
Yes.
Yeah. But how difficult is spiritual healing?
Spiritual healing is very, very tight. I am a certified expert. But those people who are low, those spiritualists who are low, they can like try to solve someone's issue. And that evil eye will go and attack them and warn them that, hey, this person that you are trying to stop us from doing evil to him, stop it.
And you have to stop.
Yes, and some even take bribe. They bribe them.
They bribe the spiritualists.
Not to help you. Yes.
Not to heal you.
Yes. And let me tell you one secret about evil eye. When you try to take a step to get somebody who is going to help you. They can make you impatient to create problem between you and your helper, your spiritual helper, just to make sure you don't get the help.
So you start behaving in some way.
Yes.
And then the help will cut.
Yes.
And it is not your fault.
No. And I'm telling you, there are some people around. When you're going to take a step to get a spiritual healing, they tell you, oh, men call.
Don't go.
Oh, it is this, it is that. Don't go. Well,
you are dead.
When you are sitting down and grasses begin to come small, till you sit, what happens? Before you see, it has turned to forest around you.
Yeah.
So when you begin to see things that are like persistent going on, the way when you hear, you see, like you feel headache, stomachache, or certain things, that you go to the hospital to check and know exactly what's the problem, to resolve it earlier. That is the same way spiritually. When things begin to go bad spiritually, when the spirit within is sick, things are going to go bad.
Things are going to go bad.
Money comes, it doesn't stay. You do this, it doesn't work. But the same thing, somebody had done it and they are
and it's working.
Let me give you some scenario.
Right.
There are a lot of people that have sold pure water, tomatoes, pepper, and they build house. But somebody is working in their bank. They don't have even one plot. Somebody have been in abroad for so many years, 20, 30. Call it, and somebody came within 2-3 years.
They are billionaires, bigger and better.
Yes, you understand me. You started before somebody, but today there's somebody within 2-3 years. He's up.
Before we go, do you need to have faith in whatever is being done for you before you can receive spiritual healing?
Okay.
Or whether or not you believe in what the person is doing, you can be healed.
Okay. What did the Quran say? Inna Allah. Ya ayu allazina amanu. When God is calling unto his people, I call unto the believers. Faith is like this thing. It's like a cement,
it's like
or
a
Wi-Fi. You do not see it, but it connects. It's like a Wi-Fi. This is Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
My phone is there. Do you see any
you don't
wire?
See it, but it's
but
connected.
it connects. So faith is something that is very important. And faith also goes with patience. It is two things. That is why Allah spoke and said, Inna Allah ma sabirina. He's always with those who are patient. Let me give you something. Do you know why a lot of people's prayer is not answered?
Why?
Let me tell you this. What did the Quran say? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ.
Right.
We were made and created purposely to come and worship God. So if you are going to worship God, you are going to worship him because we are made to worship him. That's it. But some people do not worship God. They don't worship God until they become like poor, or they are in trouble, or they are in a miserable, or they are in the middle of
in need of something.
Before they go to God. Me your papa, me na me wo.
Yes.
I'm your father. I gave birth to you. You don't call me. You don't come to me. You don't say hello. You don't. And one day you get problem and you came to me. What will happen?
I'll be angry. I won't mind you. So it's the same with prayers.
Yes.
Is spiritual healing expensive?
It depends. Nothing comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. Let me be frank with you. Nothing good comes easy. And it depends with the kind of problem that you brought. And every problem has a special way of dealing with it. And that's what I told you. Some people are cursed. Some people's own are evil eye. Some people, you know, the devil himself is a genie.
The devil himself is a genie.
Yes, devil is a genie. Devil is not an angel.
The devil is not.
Devil is not an angel. Who told you devil is an angel?
They said he was an angel with God and
no. He was not an angel. Go and do your deep research. He was a genie. He is the master of genies. Azazil. Azazil. That is the original name of Shaitan or devil. Azazil.
And he is a genie.
He is a genie. He is not an angel. He is a genie. And he is the king of all genies. That is why the shaitans, that are the genies that are not Muslims or the believers, they worship under him. These shaitans are the ones who push people to go and kill pregnant women, go and steal child, go and do all sorts of evil, bury pregnant women, bury virgins, cut parts.
It's this same evil. They cause people to do all that.
They don't know forgiveness. They will give you all this, but within short period, a bit we need so.
They'll take it.
Yes, some people are suffering not because of anything. Some people
give birth and the child dies.
Yes. Or they don't even give birth. You go to the hospital, they check and say everything is all right. You are supposed to give birth, but the child is not coming. Because of that, you got good marriage, but today the marriage has supposed to stop. Maybe you were washing your clothes, or you washed your utensils. You were throwing the water inside the gutter.
Poured it on them.
They live in the gutter, graveyard, uncompleted buildings, so many places. And we are living with them. Do you know most of them even come to feed in our home? They come 3 times. They come in the morning when you eat and throw away, they eat. They come in the afternoon when you eat and throw away, they eat. They come in the evening when you eat and throw away, they eat.
That's bad spirits.
Yes.
They come to you to feed 3 times a day.
Yes. So when you are maybe washing your clothes, or maybe you wash something and you are throwing the water, or you some free baby and you throw the water and it touches them, they will affect you. And most of the time you cook food and the hot water, you even in your kitchen like this, you pour the hot water in the sink. It goes direct to the water, and the hot water touches them, or kills their kid. Sometimes their kids are feeding there, and the hot water can kill them. I swear to God, if you give birth, they will kill the child. If you give birth, they will kill. I'm telling you,
they will make sure they make you pay.
Sorry. Yes. Where is the water?
The water is here. It's here.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting education happening here. We're about wrapping up with Chief Kere. He's the marathon man. If we don't wrap up, we could go on and on and on and on and on and on. But I'm sure we have gotten the import of what he is trying to put across. Spiritual healing is expensive depending on what problem you bring.
Yes.
And what belongs to the doctors, take it to the doctors. What belongs to the spiritualist, take it to the spiritualist. Simple. What advice do you have for young men and women who use alcohol as a means of having fun? Please look in the camera and tell us what alcohol can do to us.
Okay, it destroys you. You understand me? Alcohol destroys you. Your body is the temple of God. It is amana. When we say amana, you will be held accountable for everything you do to the body, because it is the temple of God. Please, alcohol doesn't solve. Because of alcohol, a lot of people got money. They got money. But because of alcohol doesn't give you good thinking. Anytime you take alcohol, alcohol is going to possess you and make you like a fool. Fool your future. And most of the time, you're going to end up in the early grave. It is 2 things. Whether you end up in the early grave, or you're going to end up miserable. You
lose everything. You would have to beg to eat.
Yes. Alcohol, and then it goes to cocaine, it goes to tramadol. You're going to end up miserable. So I beg you, for your own good, stop it. If we are going to follow the laws of God, some people say, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in this. Hey, my brother, stop that. What God says, follow it. Look at the sea. Empo, how do we call it?
The sea.
Look at the sea. How strong the sea is. But there is a level God gave it to stop and then go back. And when it comes with speed and then gets to where God ordained it to stop, and then it obeys God and go back.
It goes back. Yeah.
The sea is bigger than the world, but it obeys the word of God. What about me and you? Even the genies that live for so many years, thousands of years
before we came,
they are not greedy. Let me tell you, a dog. If you like challenge, I will try something, and if you don't take it, you get mad here on the camera. I'm telling you, my dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take something from the ice like this. You come here like 10 a.m. or 11 to 12 a.m. I'm gonna just simple thing like this, and I will put it in
my eyes.
Let's go to the mosque. I swear to God, that 2 o'clock, go and see how genies are worshiping God. Go and see how genies are worshiping God. I'm telling you, in the mosque, even when the pastor is preaching or a malam is preaching, they stand there. So when you see people crowd listening to the word of God, it is not only human beings. There are even spirits that are standing there listening to the word of God. They don't build houses. They are not greedy to get cars. They worship God. They obey the laws of God. Look at how big the ocean is. They obey God. So as a human being, if you want your life to be better, obey God and fear God. Put God first in any other thing. I state this. I don't come here for my stomach. anytime I say come here, we just come to teach. But I need to spread the truth. We will die. Whatever that we are seeking for, like we disturb ourselves, we try to get anything and die and leave everything. We want to get everything and then we'll die and leave everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure having you. I know why I wanted you to advise the youth on alcohol, because it has become too much.
Too much.
Especially the young women. It has become fashion.
It's not fashion. You are destroying yourself. If you are into that, give yourself maximally 1, 2, 3 years. You are going to be miserable if you don't stop it. I'm telling you. Sometimes we are our own enemies. We are. It is not evil eye. It is not noble. We are our own enemies. Before you do something, we know white, we know black, we know good, we know bad. You know this thing that I am doing is going to end me this way. And we go and do it. Who is your enemy?
Maybe they drink their problems away.
Problems.
Yes, I'm going to drink my problems away.
The world is a testing place. Put this in your mind. God brought us on earth just to test us.
I'm going to smoke my worries away.
No. The world is a testing place. I said Kwame Despite. He get money. People, but every day he's busy. Problem.
Yes.
Is he okay?
No.
Dangote.
He's always busy. You have money, but you're also always busy.
It's a testing. Whether you have it or not, it's a testing place.
You're always busy. You don't answer your calls. I trick out small.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. But put out there, let them get the number. It's very important so that they can call for more teachings.
You have tried so many times and you don't give me. Let me put my private line on 0242 763398 0242 763398. Let me say this before we wrap up.
Rest, please.
If you don't have faith, don't contact me. If you are not someone who has patience, don't contact me. I'm not a magician. I'm a spiritual healer, not a magician that I will come one day and do it for you. People don't like to. They want, Uba Sisia. No. It takes time and patience. And when your problem is resolved, it is forever and ever. Some people are going to do it for you quick, 2, 3 days, and you are going to face the same problem again. I don't do that. So faith, patience is very important to me. Please. It is not easy to heal. You are in the problem for more than 20, 40 years, and you want to give pressure. Happy. Please, pursue with patience.
Pursue with patience. Thank you very much, Chief Idris Kere, for your time on Vibes in 5. I'm sure he's definitely going to be back.
Today they might slow.
Yeah, because the stress is too much. You know, that's why I said congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big shouts to the crew and to you. We out.